I never thought a random late-night internet search would pull me into one of the strangest rabbit holes I've ever explored. The bizarre, unpredictable, and sometimes unbelievable world of self-declared countries-Micronations. It all started with a photo I found online. A man in a military jacket standing on what looked like an old sea fort, holding a tattered flag. The caption read, "Welcome to the Principality of Sealand."
At first I laughed.
How could a single rusting platform in the middle of the ocean be a country? But as I dug deeper, I realized Sealand was just the tip of the iceberg. Sealand began in the 1960s, when a man named Paddy Roy Bates took over an abandoned military platform off the coast of England. He declared it an independent nation, named himself Prince, and issued passports. And here's the wild part: it still exists today. People actually pay for noble titles. The Bates family still insists they're a sovereign state. That story hooked me instantly. So I started searching for more. That's when I found the Kingdom of Tolosa. Back in 1979, a 14-year-old named Robert Ben Madison decided his bedroom in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, was its own country, invented a language, wrote a constitution, and even had political elections. What began as a joke became a decades-long tradition, with citizens from around the world joining in. The more I searched, the stranger it got. There was the Republic of Molossia, founded by Kevin Baugh in the Nevada desert. He wears a military uniform, has his own currency made from poker chips, and bans walruses from entering his borders. Yes, you heard that right. He even charges tourists for guided tours of his nation, complete with passport stamps. It started to dawn on me. These weren't just quirky hobbies. Many of these people were dead serious about their sovereignty. They issued passports, minted coins, created national anthems, and in some cases, fought legal battles against real governments. The deeper I went into this strange world, the more I realized micronations aren't just curiosities. They're reflections of human ambition, stubbornness, and sometimes loneliness. One of the most fascinating examples is Christiania, a free town in the heart of Copenhagen, Denmark. I remember walking through its entrance, where a wooden sign reads, "You are now leaving the European Union." Inside, air feels different. Murals everywhere, handmade houses, and a sense of freedom you can't quite explain. Christiania started in 1971, when squatters took over abandoned military barracks and decided to live outside the reach of Danish law. For decades, the government tried to shut it down. Somehow it survived, part tourist attraction, part political statement, part functioning community. Then there's Forvik, a windswept island in Scotland's Shetland archipelago claimed by a man named Stuart Hill. He refused to pay taxes to the United Kingdom, insisting Shetland was never legally part of it. So, he declared independence. The nation is just a small patch of land, but it has its own citizenship program available online for a fee. Some micronations don't even exist physically. Wurtland, for example, is entirely online. Founded in 2008, it claims to be the first internet-based country. I joined their forum out of curiosity, expecting chaos. Instead, I found thoughtful discussions about governance, trade, and culture. In a way, it felt more organized than some real-world communities I've seen. And then there's the Kingdom of Redonda Tiny, uninhabited Caribbean island with one of the weirdest histories I've ever read. The original king supposedly inherited the title in the 19th century. Since then, a handful of writers and eccentric personalities have claimed the throne, passing it down like a family heirloom no one wants to give up. The thing all these micronations share isn't territory, it's storytelling. They exist because someone decided to imagine a different reality and live in it. Of course, not all are harmless. Some have been accused of scams, tax evasion, even human rights violations. But whether playful or dangerous, each one challenges our understanding of what a country is. If one person with enough determination can create a nation from nothing, maybe borders aren't as permanent as we think. And here's the thought that's been stuck in my head ever since. Right now, somewhere in the world, someone might be sitting at their kitchen table, sketching a flag, writing a constitution, and quietly preparing to announce to the world that they've just created a brand new country, and maybe, it's just maybe, decades from now, their flag will be flying real, or imagined over their own little piece of history.